must have been about 20 of us from Tobic who were on the bus, and then we went to our classrooms. And the first thing we heard, over the PA system at the school was all Indian students report to the gym. The first thing he mentioned to us was that in this school you can't speak your language. When you go into the cafeteria for lunch, you go on this side, and then all the other students will go on the other side. So it was again segregation within the school system. So yeah, I became agent of change at an early age. Okay, this is where we have our language immersion class, and they started, I think this will be the second cohort of language immersion class. They graduated, I believe 50 in the first cohort. Now this is the second year of the current cohort, and so we have classes here. 4 days from Monday to Thursday, and then basically we have two instructors. One is a fluent speaker of the language, but we do have another one, and actually a young lady who is also, she's becoming a fluent speaker. Her name is Heaven, and she helps our elder to teach the language here. So. When I became the director of education, I changed the title from director of education to Ikanawin Wolastoqiyik. Well, Ikanawin means guardian or protector. Wolastoqiyik is a place of good teachings. So I'm the guardian of holistic education, because I see education for our young ones and for everyone, all community members. It should be holistic education because it has to also focus on the spiritual part. In the public school system, you can focus on the intellectual, the physical, and the emotional, but spirituality is always omitted from that education. Oops! I guess they took down. I thought it was still up. No. Well, sacred fire. We do have a sacred fire, and since this summer especially, we had sweat lodges here, and we would invite community members because we want to make sure that community members know that this building represents culture, and the important part of culture is, of course, spirituality. That's the key in terms of changing attitudes, in terms of changing perceptions. We need to have those changes within the public school system in terms of the curriculum and in terms of having our own role models in the public school system. They have to be exposed to Wabanaki life. It could be like a cultural immersion camp within the community, so that non-Indigenous student teachers will experience community life, will experience traditions and the ceremonies of our ancestors. And I'll never forget two teachers in particular who signed up for the camp. They were teaching in the high school in Andover. They were here all week. And then the last day of our cultural immersion camp, we always have a talking circle. So I remember these two teachers in particular saying, when we came here, when we learned that we had to come to Tobic for the week, he said, one of the teachers said, I was terrified because of my own, what I was taught within my family. So she said, now that I've been here for 1 week, here in Tobic, stayed here in Tobic, now I know how wrong it is to listen to, information from different sources, and in particular parents and family members who have these misconceptions. some of the changes that are taking place at the university level. It's through our Wabanaki students who are in the undergraduate programs, in the graduate programs. They become agents of change within that institution. Hopefully, we'll bring back the majority of them into our First Nations community, and they become agents of change here.